Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to our channel Botany with YouTube. Today I am here, PhD scholar. I am going to present a topic, chemoautotrophs. These are the organisms. They derive their energy from chemical reaction. They synthesize all necessary organic compound from carbon dioxide. They use inorganic energy sources such as hydrogen sulfide, elemental sulfur, molecular hydrogen and ammonia. They can also called as chemolithoautotrophs. You can see here chemoautotrophs have ability to make their own energy by using inorganic chemicals. Photoautotrophs obtain their energy from sunlight. Autotrophs obtain their energy from carbon dioxide, and heterotrophs have also ability to obtain their energy from carbon sources. Botany with YouTube is our channel. If you are new in our channel, then please try to subscribe our channel. What are chemoautotrophic bacteria? These are the bacteria. They get their energy from oxidizing inorganic compounds. The bacteria use this energy along with carbon dioxide to make sugars and carbohydrates. Chemoautotrophic bacteria often live in extreme environments like deep sea, hence their name will be extremophiles. You can see here some organisms create organic molecules from inorganic sources, but they do not utilize sunlight. For example, chemoautotrophic bacteria obtain energy through the oxidation of inorganic molecules. They take in carbon dioxide and other nutrients and build complex organic molecules. How do they get their energy? Chemoautotrophic bacteria do not get their energy from sun. They get energy by removing high energy electron from inorganic molecules like ammonia, methane or hydrogen sulfide. You can see here how bacteria live in depth of ocean and how it work. Types of chemoautotrophic bacteria. There are several types of chemoautotrophic bacteria. For example, sulfur bacteria, iron bacteria, nitrifying bacteria. First one is sulfur bacteria. The first group is the colorless sulfur bacteria. These bacteria are distinct from the sulfur bacteria that utilize sunlight. Colorless sulfur bacteria oxidize hydrogen sulfide by accepting an electron from the compounds. The acceptance of an electron by an oxygen atom creates water and sulfur. The energy from this reaction is then used to reduce carbon dioxide to create carbohydrates. An example of colorless sulfur bacteria is the genus Theothrix. You can see here cyanobacteria structure and sulfur bacteria. Iron bacteria. Another type of chemoautotroph is the iron bacteria. These bacteria are most commonly encountered as the rusty colored and slimy layer that build up on the inside of toilet tanks. You can see here the logo of Botany channel. Try to share our channel with your friends, colleagues and other researchers. Example of iron bacteria are Thiobacillus. The water is very acidic and contain ferrous iron. Chemoautotrophs thrive in such an environment. You can see here diagram. Nitrifying bacteria. A third type of chemoautotrophic bacteria includes nitrifying bacteria. These chemoautotroph oxidize ammonia to nitrate. Plant can use the nitrate as a nutrient source. These nitrifying bacteria are important in the operation of the global nitrogen cycle. Example of chemoautotrophic nitrifying bacteria includes Nitrobacter. You can see here in diagram. Prokaryotes are very important and helpful in nitrogen cycle. You can see here atmospheric nitrogen is going to convert in ammonia by prokaryotes. Nitrifying prokaryotes convert ammonia to nitrites or nitrates. Then denitrifying bacteria convert nitrates to nitrogen. Nitrifying bacteria. Chemoautotrophic bacteria like Nitrobacter are called nitrifying bacteria. They are useful for environmental purpose and for agriculture purpose. They live in soil. Chemoautotrophic bacteria like Nitrobacter. These bacteria are important in the process of nitrification, ammonification and denitrification. You can see here organic matter, nitrogen fixation process, how nitrogen fix from one form to another form. Nitrifying bacteria are mostly living in leguminous plant. You can see here the root of plant who have legumes are tuber-like structure where the bacteria live and fix the nitrogen in the soil. Botany with YouTube is our channel. Like our video, like our channel and try to share with your friends, colleagues and other researchers. Ecological importance. The evolution of bacteria to exist as chemoautotrophs or chemolithotrophs has allowed them to occupy niches that would otherwise be devoid of bacterial life. For example, in recent years, scientists have studied a cave near underground water area. You can see here groundwater area. The energy yield from the use of inorganic compound is not nearly as great as energy that can be obtained by other types of bacteria. Chemoautotrophs and chemolithotrophs do not usually face competition from other microorganisms, so the energy they are able to obtain is sufficient to sustain their existence. Indeed, the organic process associated with chemoautotroph and chemolithotroph may make these bacteria one of the most important source of weathering and erosion of rocks on Earth. The ability of chemoautotroph and chemolithotrophic bacteria to thrive through the energy gained by inorganic process is the basis for metabolic activities, so called at extremophiles. These are bacteria that live in extreme of pH, extreme of temperature, extreme of pressure. Moreover, it has been suggested that metabolic capabilities of extremophiles could be duplicated on extraterrestrial planetary bodies. Thank you so much to visit our channel. Thanks for your concentration. Thanks for your attention. Good luck to all of you. Allah Hafiz.